News at 6.
And a very good evening to you tonight. I'm Paul Mueller. A proposed battery recycling facility has many residents in Endicott fired up. While many local and state leaders see it as a positive, creating new jobs, others worried, though, about the negatives it could have on human health and the environment. Chloe's going to join us now from the newsroom. And Chloe, where does the project stand right now?
Paul, the Department of Environmental Conservation is currently reviewing public comment about the proposed lithium-ion battery recycling facility. Sunjeel MCC Americas is the company applying for an air permit to operate on Clark Street in Endicott. The DEC has only made the documents about the applicant available at the George F. Johnson Public Library, where I counted dozens of complaints begging for the company to reconsider the location, saying not Endicott, not again. Tonight, we're digging deeper.
Why this space? Why put it so close to people? It doesn't make sense to me.
That's the question at hand for residents who are fighting a proposed lithium-ion battery recycling facility here in Endicott. Sunjeel MCC Americas claims to be the United States' first and only chemical-based recycler of lithium-ion batteries. While the company says its operations are clean and safe, it has people who live in and around the area, including retired St. Lawrence chemistry professor Dr. Paul Connett, wondering.
Why is Endicott the guinea pig for this? If there are not many of these facilities around the world, then it makes the question, why Endicott? Why us?
He spent years focusing his research on toxicology and recycling facilities around the world.
This community in Endicott, its health has already been compromised by previous industrial operations. Enough is enough.
We have a history, we have a legacy in Endicott of being contaminated by industrial actors.
William Houston, who lives close to the proposed site, says he's skeptical when any new industry comes to the area.
The biggest concern is the air emissions, I think, because there are lots of chemicals, heavy metals.
The battery recycling facility is a project spearheaded by the state to help bring jobs to communities that need them. Assemblywoman Donna Lepardo says it will boost the local economy, but more needs to be looked at before it moves forward.
Anytime a new manufacturer comes into Endicott, we want to make sure that everything is done properly given the history in that community. So we've been in touch with DEC. Obviously, any type of manufacturer is going to have emissions.
While the plant would operate in an industrial zone, it's just blocks from residential neighborhoods.
And everybody says jobs, 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 but are the jobs going to be worth it if we're all going to be getting sick?
Public records about the facility and its current operations in South Korea show dozens of toxic chemicals could be involved in the recycling process. We've been trying to speak with Sunjeel MCC Americas, but after repeated requests, we have not been granted an interview. And residents say they want to hear from them, too, before a permit is issued.
Their operation in South Korea may be just the best in the world, but we need evidence of that.
Lepardo says she's asked the DEC to closely monitor and test emissions to ensure the health and safety of the public.
I mean, we can't really afford anything to go wrong in Endicott, and a lot of people are watching this very closely indeed, make sure it's going well.
People live in Endicott, and our lives matter. We are going to fight this.
The DEC says, like all environmental permit applicants, there is a rigorous review process to ensure protection of public health. The DEC's public comment period ended about a month ago on December 5th. A spokesperson tells me they're still reviewing comments before they make a decision to hold a hearing or grant Sunjeel the permit.